today I'm going to tie for you my spiky olive. Lovely little fly when they're heavily on the olives. So let's get on with tying it. In the hook, in the vise, the hook I've got is a wet fly by Chuck and Duck, size 12. The thread I'm using is a UTC in olive, and it's a 70. So I'm just bringing that down to there, and it's going to come up a little bit to there. Like that. Olive feather, what I've got from this cape, which I'm going to get for the hackle as well. So because it's spiky, you want a fair bit in your tail. More onto the side so I can see them. Get a few off the other side so we're not struggling. There we go. Got a fair few there. See what we end up with once we pinch them. Yeah, that's alright, got plenty there. Whenever I'm doing anything spiky and what have you, I like a fairly decent thick tail in it. So I'm going to bring it to about there. Get a turn on, a couple of turns, and bring it back round. Make sure she's sitting on top. Grab them all, just pinch them up slightly, and come down. Come down to that. That's far enough for me. Right. Next, I'm going to tie in a piece of this Lurex flat tinseled gold, which I've got down here somewhere. So just get that right at the back and wear your thread all the way up, tying all this down. Right, before you get too close to the end, lift it all up, whip it, tidy it up so you can get it threaded in, get it all tidied up. There we go, that's all right. Right, I'll bring the thread just beyond where the head will be. So it's basically where your hackle's going to be. Next, I'm going to tie in a Natural Spirits large genetic dry fly cape top. As you see, it's not very large, and I picked one of the bigger feathers that are on that just for this, and that's the size of the large feather. So I suppose this fly is in between a snatcher and just a cruncher, really. Sort of in between. Get that tied in and get a couple of turns on this front bit if you can get it. That's the one. Just help it ties it in better if you can turn that back and get a few turns on it. Snip it away. Right, next, get your grips. They're attached up there. Get a turn on it, nice and steady. And start coming down your body. Keep going down nice and steady, ready to rush it. Just leaving a slight gap between each turn. And get your tinsel. Come round over the bottom, catch it in just there. And wiggle it on its way up. In between them fibres. Doesn't matter if it catches a few, won't matter. Try and keep them all the same. When you go up to the headpiece, just where the larger hackle's going to be, get a turn in there. Just tie my thread up, bring it up, and get a turn in that one. One in front, one behind. That's that locked in. That's that. And cut the tail part away. That's that. Get rid of that. Like that, just brush them back like that, look. So you're training them fibres just to run back. You're just pulling them back like that, look. So then it's streamlined. That's it, that's lovely. Right, next, I've selected a feather from somewhere around here on the cape. And that's the one. So what we're going to do with it is catch it in on the side. Get a few nice turns on it. Turn it back up. Get a couple more turns on it. Just be careful that your bobbin don't want to drop off the end of your fly. Just get a couple more turns on that. Make sure she's nice and secure. She's lovely. That'll do. Bring her up towards the top. Right. Get your grips again. Turns of this, preference again. What your preference is, how you want your fly to look. So just keep brushing them fibres back a touch and let them go as you're going round. Because there's a fair bit going on the body, I think I want a nice decent hackle on the front. Well, I think not about doing me, just there. Don't worry about them fibres going forward, because you're just going to grab them in a minute and pull them back. Okay, a couple of turns and let go, let your grips off. Keep it tight, keep your thread tight. Excuse fingers, just pull everything back. Look. Get one come forward, re-grab it. Touching turns, coming up. Just create your head. You might get the odd little tiny fibre, don't worry about that. You can get with a lighter if it bothers you. And that's that. And when you go right to there, that, just pull that away, look. I think I've mainly got a majority of them. It's a decent size head, that'll do me. You can get your whip finishing tool. Just pull that down like that so it's level so you can see. 3 turns enough. I would say this fly's a bit in between the nymph and the snatcher, and I've never had no luck on snatchers. Never. I think I've only literally caught a handful of fish on them. Fished them so many times, and you think they're the right fly, and phew, the fish don't like them on my line, I must admit. Right. I know there's a couple of fibres, but don't worry about them. Just going to put a bit of bug off around that. And we'll get rid of them little fibres in a second. Get a UV torch on it. But with that little gold rib in it, makes it really stand out in the water. And that's what you want once. Just so it catches their eye. Excuse fingers. Just rub that under there. Well, that's got the majority. There's one sticking out the side there, but I'm not going to worry about that. I don't think the fish will bother. They ain't bothering. And that is like my little spiky olive. So if you enjoy what you've seen, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you would please, and help the channel grow a touch. I'll keep putting some flies on that will catch some fish. If you want to see how to tie it again, it's on YouTube on John Kirk Fly Tying. Thanks for watching.